You know, in my experience, living in North Carolina, one thing I've definitely learned is that our people are actually more racist. It's one of those things where it's like, are you serious? Yep. Our people are more racist in the South. I don't know, but I've been out here for since June 1st. And I can honestly tell you that our people are more racist than the other nations, for the most part, based on what I'm seeing. The racism that I see from our people is a different kind. It's one of those type of situations where it's like they feel they're better than you. Like they know you're not from here, and it's almost like, why are you here? I'm better than you. You ain't nobody. And they look down on you. They don't even know you, but you could feel it in the air. Those of you that experience this in the South, you know what I'm talking about. When you're around people that look like you, especially if you're in upper scale suburban communities, uh yeah. The black people from these particular communities, in my opinion, are racist. They do feel they're better than you. It's like automatically, it's like they can't really compete with the white man. So what they do is they look at you and they automatically assume they better than you off the top. And it's amazing to actually witness this because you see it. So a lot of times you think, oh, white people are racist and black people can't be racist. No, black people could be racist too. I don't know where people get this mindset of black people cannot be racist. Or you could be racist. Oh yeah. You could hate yourselves. Matter of fact, most of you, the hate you get come from your own people. Has nothing to do with lighter skin. Have nothing to do with lighter skin. I'm talking about just in general. I witnessed this. I've experienced this. And I have seen with my own eyes, heard with my own ears, that a lot of black people in the South, right, that live in certain communities, they are in fact racist. And it's a hidden racism because you wouldn't think that they're racist. It's like when you think of racist, you're thinking of like a white man, an Asian man. That's what you would think if you're a black man. You would assume that they just don't like black people, when that's not really the case. A lot of people in the South, primarily in North Carolina, believe it or not, a lot of white folk are not as racist as you think they are. Yes, you have racists in North Carolina, you have sundown towns, you have various other mess. But I'm talking about, for the most part, you have a lot of white folk in North Carolina that's very hospitable, friendly. They're just about their family, and that's it. And they don't pose no threat. But it seems like when you get around people that look like you, fam, you could feel the dread. You could feel the hate. It's almost like they look down on you, bro. Like I've experienced this, fam. And I'm telling you, it's a different type of racism. It's a different type of hate because it's like they automatically think they better, bro. It's like it's crazy. They look down on you. Like, who are you? You don't belong here. It's crazy, man. And you be wondering why, when you move to certain communities, the black people never really say anything to you because they look at you as competition. You would think, oh, there go a brother, there go a sister. Wow, I got some black people that live in the community. Nah, they see you as competition because they can't really compete with the white man. You know, they really can't. It's just like the other day I told you about you had a ninja that lived out in this community, right? This was when I was working on the lawn. I'm getting the lawn together. I'm doing all this work. And this black guy, he come walking by with a dog. And I already done know that he's going to be a problem. I'm looking at him. He turns the corner. I got the whole sprinkler system going, guys. You see the water. You see the lawn being watered. Like the lawn is literally being watered. There was no lawn there because I just finished overseeding. It's in the process of, coming together. So common sense would tell you if you see some property and you see the sprinkler system going, you don't walk on the lawn. You know what I'm saying? You don't do that. This ninja walks by with his dog rather than walking in the street because there's no sidewalk by my house. There's no sidewalk. It's just lawn. That's it, right? The other side of the street got a sidewalk, but on my side is just lawn. That's it. So he proceeds to walk on the lawn, right? As he's doing this, I'm looking at him and I'm ready to flip. I'm ready to wild out, ready to bring that New York out of me. But then I said, you know what? I'm a grown man. I'm just going to just tell him straight what he need to do. And I'm going to say it one time. And that's it. After that, if he can't respect that, then I can't really rock with him or, interact with him in any way moving forward. So I let him know I got his attention. And I said, yo, don't walk on the lawn. Now, once someone tell you don't walk on the lawn, you're supposed to listen. You're supposed to not walk on the lawn because this is not your property, right? This is not a sidewalk. You're disrespecting because you see me working. You see the sprinkler systems. You see me on the lawn with my lawn gear, attire, whatever you want to call it. So you see me working. But because of the evil nature of racism and hate, when a black man is a racist towards a black man, it's even more ugly because they will look at you like, well, your property is my property and I'm going to do what I want to do. You're new around here. It's one of them type of things. So when I told him, don't walk on the lawn, he got off, right? But then he started walking back on it. It's like his pride kicked in. And he walked back on it on the edge part with his dog because he was trying to find a spot for his dog to piss and poop, right? And I'm looking at this clown. So I go inside to get my cell phone so I could record this male Karen, right? And one of these days, I'm going to put that video up on my Patreon. I'm gonna literally put that video up on my Patreon so y'all can see what this clown did, right? This clown proceeds to, and I hope you watching my video too, and I want you to come tell me something. Come to my door with anything. It's going to be a problem, right? And I'm making that very clear because you never know who in this community know who I am, and they watch my YouTube and they be in the side. You never know who people is. I don't like a-holes, and I don't like racists, right? Especially so-called black Karens. I don't like them, right? So he walking on the lawn. I'm looking at the clown. Now, if it was to get like physical, I would beat his ass, right? I already know that already. But I have more to lose. I already know that already. And I don't want to get crazy over something as simple as you walking on the lawn. I just want respect. It's a respect thing for me. So he proceeds to walk to the end of the property line where it gets to the other person's property line but he's still on my side. So he proceeds to sit down on this box that's supposed to be for like something that is placed down for like bugs and ants to kind of control different things. He sat on that box and he's holding his wet dog and they just sitting there. And I'm looking at this dude like, you're a fool. You really are a dummy. Like why would you even be wasting your time going this far? That's the pride of the racist Karen. And it's like he's sitting there and he's there for a long time. He's on the cell phone, like he's talking to somebody, like, yeah, you know, got this black guy. He's here filming me. So I'm recording him. I'm literally recording the guy. And I want him to know that I'm recording him because he's doing something that is dumb. If a man tell you don't sit or don't walk on my lawn and you proceed to continue doing the same thing, you're being disrespectful. You know what I mean? You're being very, very disrespectful. So in my mind, I'm like, you know what? Let me just record him. Let me document this because he's going to go on social media. All right. So now, once I saw that, he sat down for about a good 20 minutes. It's almost like he's waiting for me to do something, but I'm not doing anything but recording him. So he's looking stupid at this point because it's like, you're really being a black Karen at this point. A grown man acting the fool when another man just tells you, get off the property and go about your business. Walk in the damn street with your dog. You don't bring your dog to come shit and piss in my yard when you got a yard. And this is the type of BS that I cannot stand with these racists that walk their dogs in communities and they think that your yard is the shithole and the piss bucket for their dog. I be waiting for a motherfucker to try me out here. No cap. I would light your ass up. I'm not playing with nobody. You understand what I'm saying? You got people that if you don't stand up and make your voice be known, they're going to disrespect you. They are going to disrespect you. So now I don't even see that dude no more. He don't even walk past the house no more. I don't see him no more. I don't know where he live, but I don't see him no more. He in the community, but I can guarantee you he drive by. And I know when he look at my lawn, he probably jealous as hell. Like, damn, that's the same guy I disrespected. And now look at his lawn looking real pretty and nice. I wish I could have talked with him and be cool with him. Perhaps he can help me get my lawn looking good. Nah, that can never happen, fam. See, the thing with me is this. Once you cross that line and you disrespect, there's no coming back. I am not that kind of guy that you can do something and then I open that door back and we cool. Ain't gonna be cool no more, man. I don't do that. I don't do that at all, man. I don't do that at all, guys. Once you cross the line, that's it. There's no second chances. I gotta cut you off. I don't like when grown men disrespect. So that right there is one of the experiences of a racist who look just like us. They really believe they're better than you and they believe they could do what they want to do even on your property. Listen, people, if you live in a suburban community and you have your own house, your yard is where your dog is supposed to piss and shit. Do you understand me? Not your neighbor's yard. It is disrespectful. I don't know where you people grow up from. I don't know how it is in North Carolina with how y'all moving. But in New York, people will tell you about yourself, right? If you have a dog and you walk your dog around the street and you just let your dog piss on people's yard and doing all of that nonsense, that could get you in a lot of hot water. It's disrespectful. See, if I go by your yard, all right, pull out my pipe and piss on your yard, you would have a fit. So what makes you think you can bring your dog and make your dog piss on my yard on my plants and I'm not going to say nothing, if I let all my kids come on your yard to take a shit, you will have a problem with that. Right or wrong? So what makes you think you can let your dog do that? And it's okay. This is the problem with societies, guys. The lack of respect. You have a lot of people that are like this, guys. You know? Here we got a racist already in the comments. Check out this person here. Somebody says, what does this have to do with us being the most racist? See, you have a problem with that because you're racist. You're triggered because you want white people to wear that. You want anybody that's not black to wear that. We hate ourselves. What are you talking about? We the biggest racists on the planet. Black people, our own people, we are the most racist on the planet because we hate ourselves. We fight ourselves. We kill ourselves. We sell drugs to ourselves. We violate our women and children. Period. We're the most evil on this planet. And that's a fact. Because if we had love for each other, the black community would be Black Wall Street. I don't want to hear nothing from nobody. The truth is the truth. We're the most racist people on the planet. Because we hate each other. The Jewish man loves his people. You don't see them fighting amongst themselves. Nope. The Asian man, he loves his people. You don't see them fighting amongst themselves. The Russian man loves his people. You don't see them fighting amongst themselves. The Mexican man loves his people. Anytime you see them working, they make sure all their brothers work. But yet you ninjas are always trying to say Mexicans are our people. Stop it. Stop it. Stop talking that madness. About, oh, you know, the Mexican man, those are our brothers and sisters. No, they're not. Stop it. They're their own people. That's why they support themselves. You don't see the Mexican man going hard in the paint for you, fighting for your rights and doing X, Y, and Z. No, they're not. That's why Kobe made a so-called mistake. Because he went and got with a woman of the other nations, and guess where all his wealth went? To the other nations. You see that? Look at a Jenny Mai and what's this guy name? Jenny Mai and you know who, the rapper dude. Look at the women these guys keep choosing. Women of the other nations. And then when they get these divorces, all of a sudden these women make money off them. Jeezy, I think his name is. You got all these basketball players. When you look at their wives are not black women. You know why? Because a lot of these particular men be racist too against their own people. That's why they don't get a black woman. This is the truth, guys. I know you don't want to hear it. Somebody gotta talk that real talk, man. Got a lot of black people out here that are in the South that hate their people. And they look down on you and would not want to acknowledge you. And it's almost like they're trying to compete with you because they can't compete with a white man. It's like, I can't really compete with the white man. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to hate the black man. I'm going to hate on the black man and try to make his stay in the community rough. You know? That's what I'm going to do. I even met up with a woman at a local Walmart, and she said the same thing. She was like, you know, our people can be some of the most racist, man. And I was like, explain, what do you mean? She was like, listen, I've always heard that, you know, white people are racist out in the South area and whatnot. And yes, you got pockets of racism. Yeah, you do. But she said, man, oh man, when you are around your own people, it's worse. She said, it is worse. She said, be careful. She said, they will be disgusting towards you. It's evil, man. because they look down on you. You know, they look down on you, and it's just sad, man. Let me see what's going on. Da, 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 da. Who is this Rye whatever name character? Let me pack you up, guy. You gotta go. Bye. No got time for these racists that just ends up in my chat. See, here I am talking real talk, and you got a so-called Black Karen that pulls up into my live chat, because what I'm doing is I'm spilling the beans of how real this is. You have such thing, ladies and gentlemen, as Black racists, guys. You have such thing as Black racists that don't like Black people. They hate you. They wouldn't mind you being around working for them like a slave. They don't mind that. They'll use you. They'll use you to build up their kingdom, and then they'll discard you. You know? A good example of a Black Karen or Black racist is New Breed Global Truth. He's an example of a Black Karen, a racist. People like him. People like what's his right-hand man, Yowitaza, those type of guys. Those are racists. I'm trying to give you the inside of it, and I gotta keep it a buck with you guys. I gotta keep it a buck. A lot of times y'all think racist or whatever the case is somebody that's out there committing crimes and doing all this extra stuff. No, I'm talking about people that scheme, people that look down, even Diddy Dow. Yeah. There you go. Diddy Dow. That's a good example that you threw out there. Diddy Dow. That would be considered a racist. A Black Karen. I'm going to explain why. The reason why I say this is, like, people like New Breed, he's the type that like to use other Black men. He uses them, and then he try to destroy them after he used them. In other words, while he using you, he bigs you up. But then when he's done with you, it's like he try to ruin your reputation. But he always looked down on you. And if you notice, when you look at all of these guys' wives or women or whatever woman they got, it's not really a Black woman. You know? It's not really a Black woman. It's like, remember the other day when Mark the Messenger? He's another one. He's another one, another racist, guys. I'm just calling it out. If you think he like you as a Black man, Black woman, think again. He's just another racist, guys. I'm trying to show you who they are. For example, Mark the Messenger, he don't have a Black wife. He do not have a melanated Black woman. No, he don't. I'm just calling it out. Straight up. No sugarcoat. New Bonnet, he don't have a Black wife. He have a white woman who he posed as Mexican, and he's concerned that she might end up getting deported due to Trump being in office. You know, and even if one of these guys had a Black wife, whatever Black woman they got, she don't believe she's Black. She believes she's white. And what they do is they look down on their own people. They really think they're better than you. I'm telling you guys, because of the neighborhood and the community they live in, they believe they are better than you. And when you move into these communities, it's almost like, well, you're new. You don't really live around here the way I have been for years and years. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sort of like bully you or intimidate you by doing certain things. No, I'm going to check your ass at the door. I'm going to check you. If you in this community where I'm at and you cross the fucking line with me, I'm going to check you. And it's going to be a problem. You understand me? Because I'm a man. And I'm not tolerating no BS from nobody. See? You're going to get some of that New York flavor. We don't back down and we don't play with nobody. All right? So you got a lot of racists out here, man. But it's really dirty when you see our own people doing it, because you would expect that this person is a Black man, a Black woman. No, they look down on you, fam. You got Black people that live in upper scale neighborhoods, like richer neighborhoods, communities. Fam, they look down on people that live in the poor neighborhoods. Listen, I had conversations with racists, guys, in stores. Do you understand me? Let me tell you something, fam. You ready for this? You ready for this? Guys, I was talking to this black racist, right? And this particular person thought I was like them. They got real comfortable because I was like, yeah, I live at so and so and so. And it was like, oh, that's nice. That's a nice area. Very, very nice. And it's like, oh, those other people. And I'm like, other people? What? Other what? And it's, oh, the poor people, they live in those other neighborhoods in North Carolina. They start naming different names and, different areas. And the areas that they were pretty much naming has a lot of crime and different things. Yeah, I get it. But the way the person was talking, they were talking like they're white. That's how they were talking. And they were so comfortable talking to me as if though I'm just like them. I'm like, yo, I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe the way this person was talking, man. They were talking down because I was like, yeah, I want to get some land and I want to build a house. I want to do this. I want to do that. They were like, oh, don't go over there by such and such area. It's just all black people over there. And I'm looking at this person, but you're black. You're black. It's like, oh, you don't want to go over there. They're all black, and it's just gonna be bad for you. And I'm like, yo, what? What are you saying? Yo, they were disrespectful, man. Very disrespectful, bro. They're like, you don't want to go there because, it's just bad energy. I don't want to be around them. Those people. She was using those type of terms. Those people, them, degenerates. I'm like, she's talking to me in this manner, and I'm like, it was so offensive. I'm like, man. But I got it. I got what she was doing. She thought because of the community I live in that I must think the same way. That's what she thought. Not realizing I come from the hood and moved to North Carolina to a nice area. So I'm still hood all day because of the environment I was in. So I'm looking into her. I'm like, yo, you talking down on these people. I'm like, how you going to talk down on poor people like they just asked to be poor? And what it taught me, because I could have flipped out on her, right? But I wanted to get the inside scoop of how our people in North Carolina move. And she live in a rich community. A rich community, guys. And I'm like, man, this is crazy, bro. This is crazy. And then I remember I was talking to this one black guy, and I was like, yeah, how is it in these areas? And he was like, oh, well, you don't want to go by like that particular area because, you got a lot of black people that be by the stores and I'm listening to, he black. I'm like, he was saying like I was like, which Walmart to get this and that. And he was like, oh, don't go to the Walmart on such and such, and don't go to the one over there, and don't go to that Home Depot because too many black people be over there, a lot of crime, and I'm like, damn. I mean, I understand how the hood is. I understand how it is in poor environments and whatnot. But the way they were talking down on the people was disgusting because these were black people talking. And it's almost like, damn, so hold up. You weren't poor at one time in your life? You didn't live in the hood at one point? You weren't in the projects at all? Like, you never ate oodles and noodles? So hold up. It was just all good for you, right? It was disgusting, guys. The way these people were talking was worse than white people talking negative about us. They were just free with their evil tongue. They're like, you don't want to go there. Those people over there. I'm like, those people over there? That's how you refer to them? Damn. That's crazy, man. And I'm not saying that everybody lived in the hood. My point is, if you're a black man or a black woman, why do you look down on people that are poor as if though they ain't shit? Like, who taught y'all this type of language? Like, who? This is crazy. Like, this got to be learned behavior where black people who think like that learn from actual racists on how to hate their own people. But the hatred that they had for black people, man, was disgusting. It's almost like they're more likely to destroy you than white folk. Matter of fact, a lot of white folk in North Carolina actually embrace you. Believe it or not, if you black, you wouldn't believe it. You have a lot of white folk down here that actually embrace you. It's not as you think, bro. Like, I get it. You have some white folk that are racist. You got pockets of racism here and there. You got your so-called sundown towns or whatever you call it. But all white folk in North Carolina are not racist, guys. They're not. They're not. That's a lie. You have to actually experience and be around people and know the truth. I've been in places where I walk in and I felt way more hospitality. And I'm surrounded by nothing but folks in North Carolina that are not black. And they greet you. You feel welcome. You feel at home. You feel a southern sense of hospitality. And you don't feel that negative energy, man. Not all, but for the most part, you got some decent people here. Decent, wholesome people that they're just about their business. And I know when you're black and you come from the hood or wherever, you have this deep rooted trauma where you just assume all white people hate you. Listen, nobody don't got time for all of that mess all day, man. Nobody ain't sitting around like, oh, there go a black guy. I cannot stand him. Now, you got some racists out here, don't get me wrong. There are racists in North Carolina. Yes, they are. But not everybody. That's the thing you got to understand. You know, I'm sure in this community I live in, I'm sure there are racists here that are white. But I'm telling you one thing, the ones that are black, they look down on you worse than the white. I promise you. They look down on you, guys. Real talk. You know? And it's disgusting, man. It's absolutely disgusting. I have a lot of conversations with white guys out here. And you know one thing they respect? I'm going to tell you what a lot of white folk, especially like white men, what they respect more is when you're a black man and they actually see that you work. If you're a black man and they see that you work and you're good at what you do, they respect that. That's one thing I notice about in North Carolina. Men respect other men that actually work. You know what I mean? When you're a working man that work with your hands, you're a family man, they respect that. You get the ultimate respect once they recognize that you're a family man and you taking care of business. It's an automatic like respect, like a brotherhood type respect where they just like, okay, he's a man's man. But if you're just a guy that just not doing nothing with yourself and whatnot, you don't get no respect. Nobody would respect you, to be honest with you. Because out in North Carolina, the young guys are actually getting the bag and getting to the money. Whereas in comparison with New York, it's totally different. A lot of younger guys out here have good jobs. Like a lot of young guys, man. Listen, I saw a lot of young guys that are driving trucks. You know, truckers. They're literally, they're truckers. And they do deliveries and all of that other stuff. And these are young guys, man. I'm like, damn, y'all doing y'all thing, bro. Yo, that's what's up, man. Yeah, yo, salute to y'all, man. I can't believe it. Because, in New York, you see a lot of older guys doing these jobs. But out here, you got a lot of young cats out here doing their thing, man. They really doing it. So it's like that earns you respect. But for the most part, black racists that are in North Carolina are worse than white racists, in my opinion. White racists move differently. they're a different type of breed of racists, right? But a black racist, they'll do things towards you, man. Like they really would do things in your face towards you, and you'll know automatically. You could feel it. You know it. They don't even like you. They won't say hi to you. They won't say nothing to you, man. And it's like they toot their nose up at you, man. It's disgusting. It is disgusting, guys. I mean, man. And when I was having a conversation with the lady that was telling me that she experienced the same thing, she actually is from New York, which was amazing. You know what I'm saying? I think she said she's from I think she said she's from the Bronx. She was from the Bronx or something like that. I'm not sure. Uptown, I'm not sure. Harlem, I'm not sure which area. But she said, yeah, man. I think she said she'd been out here for 3 years and whatnot. She said she like it. She like it a lot. Like in comparison to New York and North Carolina, I like North Carolina better. I like North Carolina way better. It's like the more I'm here, the more I like this place. North Carolina is rich. It is rich. It is rich. Our people belong out in the South, man. Our people belong in the South. Rollo's right. He's right. Our people belong out here, man. He is right about that, bro. He is right. That is the truth. That is real. We belong out here, guys. We belong out here. Even though some of our people might be racist or whatever the case is, our people belong in the southern states. We really do belong out here, man. There's a certain energy out here that I like. And hear me out. I'm not saying all black people in North Carolina is racist now. They're not by a long shot. We've been to stores where you have black people that work and they give you the utmost respect. They greet you. Uh, they are friendly. They have a smile on their face. You see it in stores. You have a lot of youth that are actually working. It's different in North Carolina. You could be 16 years old and work at stores. So it's a good thing. It really is a good thing. You have a lot of good people out here. A lot of good people. You know. You said you visit Charlotte once. It was nice. They have a Home Depot out in Charlotte that I go to. I only been there twice because I don't really like going all the way out to Charlotte to go to a Home Depot. It takes forever to get there. It's like damn near almost 40-minute drive, almost like, I don't know. That's kind of too much. 30-minute, 40-minute, I don't know, depending on your roadmap. But for the most part, North Carolina to me is way better than New York. Way better than New York. New York is just overcrowded. Traffic is horrible in New York. If you're in New York, don't drive a new car. Drive around a hoopty or a used car. That way you can feel safe. Because if you have a brand new sports car or some SUV or whatever in New York, good luck. Good luck. Because people don't know how to drive. They're just crazy. I mean, they'll hit your car. You'll be fighting. You'll have road rage. If you're the type of person that says, well, I would never have road rage, in New York, you will. New York will bring it out of you, man. Anybody that's from New York don't tolerate no BS. So imagine battling with other New Yorkers. Y'all going to be flipping and fighting, man, because y'all both come from the same area and we're on edge. New York teaches you to be on edge at all time. And nobody tolerates disrespect in New York. We're going to flip on you, man. So that's why when you're in New York, that's why there's so much crime, guys. Y'all wondering why New York got so much crime? Because of disrespect. Once you disrespect somebody, they're going to take you out. They're going to flip. They're going to fight. And it is what it is, you know? So when you come from New York and you come to the South, you already done on high alert because your mind is set on being on edge. That's why I'm able to see things right away out here. You know? Oh, New York have the worst potholes ever. Forget about it. Your car gonna be destroyed. Your car gonna be destroyed, man. Oh man, potholes, fam. It's not even potholes. It's them damn manhole, man. The manhole cup. I don't know why. Why do these streets in New York? Why do streets in New York have these damn the manhole covers go down at least 3 to 4 inches? Why? Why don't they raise them up to street level? How stupid could they be, bro? Every minute your car is going in a damn pothole somewhere. Bruh, 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 bruh. Over time, you're going to be at the damn mechanic, man. This is not right. At least in North Carolina, you don't got those problems. In North Carolina, you don't got those problems, guys. It's open roads. You can drive. You can do what you got to do. Man, it's just smooth sailing. Whereas in New York, bumper to bumper traffic, you wasting gas. You spend more time at the red light than you do driving. It's crazy, man. But yeah, guys, our people in North Carolina can be racist too. So if you're from the northern states and whatever the case is, and you say, "Hey, I want to move on down," be prepared. Be prepared. Be prepared, guys. I think I seen a super chat. Hold on a second. Shout out to Rollo for the support. He says, "Thanks for acknowledging the acknowledgement, Ringo. All praise to the Most High. We belong in the South, fam." Yes, that's Rollo's original talking point, by the way. He's been preaching that for a long time, and people haven't been listening. But I now can confirm that is true. Because although I'm here in North Carolina, I do move back and forth to New York from time to time to take care of business. And I'm going to tell you, when I go back to New York, as soon as I step down in New York, I want to get out. I want to leave right away. I mean, shout out to everybody from New York, BK all day. But I want to tell you straight up and down, fam, we belong in the South, guys. We belong in the South. All you brothers in the hood and the projects, we actually belong in the South. That's why a lot of us are violent. That's why. It's because the energy that is in the North, it's not where we're supposed to be, man. It's not. And then they got all that 5G network stuff all over the hood. That stuff plays with your brain, man. That's right. I don't know if any of you from the hood, you know what I'm talking about. They did something in the hood. I never made a video about it. But they put all of these 5G towers on top of the projects, guys. That's right. So all the radiation and all that stuff is around our people, man. I'm serious. In the hood, they did this. They put the so-called 5G towers all around the projects, on the rooftops. Why? Why they didn't put that around other people? They put it around our people, bro, for a reason. And that stuff plays with your mind, bro. I can remember before they installed them towers, it was a sense of peace. But when they put them, bro, it's like there was a weight on top of me, man. Like, it's like, I can't explain it, guys. It was this heaviness, this draining. You feel drained, bro. Like, look, anybody that's from the projects, man, you know what I'm talking about. If you know anything about these 5G towers they put on these projects, you can confirm what I'm saying. You start feeling tired more. You start feeling drained. You find yourself lazy. Like you can't think clear. But when you go outside and you walk away from the hood, walk away from the projects, you go to a park, you feel good. But when you go back home, it's almost like you can't breathe. Fam, there have been times in the hood, no cap, I'll be walking and I can't breathe. I literally have to take deep breaths. I'm like, damn, why I feel like this, man? Them damn towers, bro. You know? Yeah, it drains you, bro. There's some I can't figure it out, but it's something about them towers that drain you. You know why? I'm gonna tell y'all this. Put a 1 in the chat if you're ready for this. Nobody on YouTube have ever said this. I just got a download from the Most High. They're using our energy, guys. Them 5G towers, it's using our energy. Our energy, guys, from the melanated man and woman. That's why we feel drained. That's why. It's draining us. We're the source of the energy. Come on now. See, the Most High probably threw that download in some of y'all too. Not just me. I'm not the only one. I'm not special. He can give you the same download. While I was just about to say what I had to say, some of y'all got the same download. He told you too, just to confirm it. That's why you feel drained, man. They pulling our energy, bro. That's why they put them damn towers in the hood. Man, yo. This is crazy, man. I'm wondering, damn, why they installing these things on the roof? Look at these damn towers. What is this stuff for? It's because everything is energy, bro. They found out that we're the source of this energy because we're the people of the Most High. They're like, damn, there's a lot of energy around these people. Let's put the tower there so we can harvest. Energy harvesting. That's what they're doing, guys. Don't think that they just put the tower there because it's just a good spot. No. The energy comes from us, guys. Listen, I just said something right there that the powers that be are probably like, how did he know? How did he know? The Most High told me. They're draining and harvesting our energy. That's why they put those things in the projects, man. That's why. It's crazy. Because they don't put those towers in white communities. They don't. They don't put it around them. Or by any of their schools, nowhere around them. Or in any Jewish communities in New York. They don't do that. And I don't know if it's just me, but I gotta ask the question. Is it just me? Because I don't see no Jewish people in North Carolina. There are none. I'm trying to figure this out, guys. Can anybody confirm that they live here too? Because I don't see none. None, not one. I'm trying to figure this out, man. I don't know. But I keep my eyes open for things and kind of look around. I don't see none, bro. None whatsoever. And it dawned on me. Why are they in the north? Come on now. We belong in the south, guys. Listen, us being in the north is actually giving them energy. Come on now. Our people believe we're most able to be successful is in the south. That's right. That's why a lot of times you have white folk that are in the south, they want to be around us. at least the us that actually are focused on doing productive things. Because in North Carolina, like when I ask white folks, what are the good neighborhoods? Like, which is the good parts of North Carolina? They always tell me the spots that are predominantly white. And I was like, well, what are the bad parts? And it's like all the bad parts is normally always predominantly black. Now, I'm not going to tell you which one is which because I don't want to offend none of the brothers and sisters that might be in North Carolina that live in these areas. But I talk to all different types of people, fam, because I'm trying to find out the lingo of how things go. And for the most part, there is racism out here. There is. You know what I mean? From white and black. At the same time, I'm going to tell you, a lot of white folk treat you good in North Carolina. Totally different than New York. White folk in New York is totally different than white folk in the South. It's a different type. Definitely different. And again, black folk that live in upscale communities tend to be more racist. They're not going to be that old brotherly love type. No kumbaya, none of that stuff. You know, you have you have some white folks that are in the South. Now, hear carefully. I'm not saying that white folk and black folk are the same people, but you got some white folk that are out here that you would have thought they were black by the way they move. You would have thought they were black or hanged around black people, but it's not even that. I guess it's like the Southern environment that just make them who they are. You understand? And what I notice, especially in the community that I live in, there's a lot of farmers out here. A lot of people that got land and farms. A lot of industrial businesses. So they're not playing when it comes to work. That's another thing about the South. Men that are in the South, they work. They ain't on that shit about I'm just sitting home being lazy. These men work, guys. These are working men. They don't play. These are working men. They about their business. That's why as a black man, when you come to the South, there's opportunity for you here. There is opportunity, guys. You know? And it's sad. Yeah, hey, our people have to begin to start owning stuff. Because I'm going to tell you, man, there is nothing but land. There's so much land in North Carolina. There's so much land, guys. Man. I was talking to this one woman. She was like, if you're going to get land, try to get land up in the mountains. You know what I mean? Try to get land up there. It's rich. You know what I mean? It's rich up in the mountains areas, man. You don't got to worry about no floods and all this other stuff. But there's so much land, guys. So much. There is no excuses for us. We out in the... Listen, you brothers and sisters that are in the North, I get it. That's where you are right now. You got to deal with what you got to deal with. Rollo was right. We belong in the South because all the opportunity is out here. They're lying to us. They want you in the North so they could take your energy. Energy harvesting is going on in the North. So what they do is they keep you there at the 9 to 5, taking your energy. And it's a big science project, guys, in my opinion. And it all makes sense. It all makes sense. It's energy harvesting. We belong in the South where we can actually grow and flourish. Because once you get in the South, you're going to learn who you really are. You're going to get more in tune with nature. You're going to start to realize your full potential. And you're going to be like, damn, I should have been here my whole life. So it's almost like a lot of the brothers and sisters that have been in the South their whole life, they actually have a better outlook on life than us in the North. Believe it or not, me coming down here, I can tell right now that a lot of the men, the brothers and sisters that have been born and raised in the South, they have a better outlook on life. They really do. You can learn a lot from them. They understand the meaning of family. They understand that meaning. In the North, we don't know what family means. Black men and women that are in the South, their families are a little more tightly knit than us that are in the North. And that's a good thing, you know, because in the North, they don't teach us this thing. They teach us to be divided. you know. And I think this is what breeds racism amongst ourselves and hatred, because we're all trying to outdo one another rather than working with one another. But yeah, man, in North Carolina, there is pockets of racism with our people, but it's more or less coming from the upper class, right? They really don't like any black man or woman that is beneath them, so to speak. If you're not in a certain economic uh, level, they will look down on you like you ain't nothing. It's disgusting. They don't even see you as a brother and sister, nothing. You know? Even in the community that I'm at. You know, you got black racists, and I know they black racists. I know. You ain't fooling me. Just don't even come around me with no BS. It won't be no problem. You know? But there's a lot of land out here to be purchased, guys. A lot of land. All you need is 2 acres, 1 or 2 acres, and you should be good to go. There's a lot to do. A lot to do, man. There's so much work to be done. That's why I don't understand how this clown, New Bonnet, claim they got this UP farm thing going on, but that ain't even popping. Like, they don't even got nothing going on yet. That's because it's a scam. That's why. And most of them folks are racist to begin with. They don't even like each other. How you got all that land and ain't nothing being built? It don't make no sense. But yeah, the people in North Carolina that been here their whole life, they actually have a better outlook on life than us that are in the North. Now, we that are in the North are more advanced in the fact that it's like we're years ahead on a lot of different things, whereas in the South, they're a little more laid back. It doesn't mean they don't know nothing. They more deal with the traditional this, the traditional that, and they know how to survive in different climates. Whereas in the North, you have to literally depend on the system 100%. You know, a lot of people that are in the South that own land, they're able to do so much, man. It's like you're in a different world, bro. You go to New York and you stay there for a year and you come to North Carolina, it's a whole different thing. It's different. A lot of the youth think that North Carolina is boring. They be like, oh, it's boring over here. You from New York? Oh my goodness. Wow. You know, anytime we tell people we from New York, they go crazy. Like my elder daughter's already a star in school already. You know what I'm saying? They all know who she is already. It's like she's a star in her high school. You from New York? Oh my goodness. They want to know everything. They be like, it's boring out here. It's not boring out here. You know? It is not boring. There's nothing boring in the South, guys. There's nothing boring. It's boring if you ain't doing nothing. If you got something popping, just stay focused, man, and eventually you'll build up with it. But be mindful that there are racists if you get out here. There are black racists. There are white racists. But for the most part, the people are more hospitable, and you know, you're not going to be dealing with all of that junk. At least for me, the same nonsense that I dealt with in New York, I don't feel that energy out here. I don't feel that tiredness. I don't feel that drainish. I don't feel none of that stuff, man. There ain't no damn 5G towers nowhere around me, because I don't feel that drain, like somebody's draining my energy. I don't feel that, you know? But there are definitely racist black people that do more dirt than white folk. They will really tell you in your face and show you that they don't like you. You know? Let me see. Begin from the South. They blind us on TV about New York, the lights, the building culture. I still want to visit New York, laughing out loud. Yeah, that's how they get tourists to come to New York, because what they do is They show you Times Square. In other words, anytime they show New York, they always show you Times Square. Times Square is garbage, guys. Listen, Times Square is garbage. I'm originally from New York. Times Square is just a place to take your money. There is nothing in Times Square, just a bunch of lights and a bunch of stores that are designed to take your money. That's it. Everything in Times Square is expensive. If you want to drink in Times Square, be prepared to spend like $3. You know what I mean? They're going to charge you an arm and a leg for everything. All the restaurants are there to take the money of tourists. Times Square is like one big casino to take money. That's it. That's all it is. There's nothing there. All right? If you want to see the real New York, you got to go up to Harlem. You got to go through Brooklyn. You got to go through certain areas in Queens and Manhattan, certain areas. That's how you really find the true New York. And you find those true restaurants that are hidden, those true puds, those bars that are like in the shadows. You don't really know them. And that's when you're going to experience the real New York. Times Square is not New York. A lot of tourists always there wasting their money. Ain't nothing there, guys. You know? It is what it is. And salute to everybody that's supporting on the Cash App. Appreciate y'all supporting on the Cash App. The South is like, period. They let you know they don't like you. Yeah, you could pick up on it by just their vibe. I could tell who like me and who don't like me. The other day I was mowing the lawn for the first time, right? I was mowing the lawn for the first time. And it was still wet. And you're not really supposed to mow your lawn when it's wet. But I had to. It was overgrown. It was like a damn forest. I had to cut it down just to cut it down. And a white lady was walking by. And it's so funny. She was walking by and she was like, my husband is jealous. She said her husband is jealous of me, fam, because of the lawn. You know what I mean? In a funny way. You know what I mean? Like she said he's jealous. And I was like, why? What'd I do? She's like, he is jealous. He's seen your lawn. He's trying to figure out how you doing it. What is he doing? So she was like, what kind of seeds you're using? So I told her what type of grass seed I'm using. But it's not just knowing the grass seed. You got to know what to do. You know what I mean? It's not you. I could tell you the grass seed I'm using. That's not going to help you. You know what I mean? But it just goes to show that people are watching. If she said her husband is jealous, I could just imagine how my other neighbors really feel. Because we literally have, ladies and gentlemen, no cap. I lift my hands to the Most High. We have the best lawn in this entire community. And I just came to North Carolina. Been out here since June 1st. We have the best lawn in this entire community. Matter of fact, we're the only ones out here with green lawn. And I know some of these neighbors, they watching me probably. If they found my YouTube channel, they probably like, look at him. Look at him reveling in his success. Hey, I did the work. Don't get mad at me. I mean, if you want your lawn to look good, all you got to do is introduce yourself. Be a good old neighbor, right? Don't be a hater. Be a good neighbor. You see me outside, come on over, introduce yourself, make yourself friendly, and, ask me to help you out. That's all you got to do. I ain't going to bite. Just, be a friendly person. Be respectful. Don't walk on my lawn. And we should be good to go. I might end up helping you. For a price, that is. You know what I mean? Or I might just come out and just help you with some of the work. As long as you have some food and drinks. You know what I mean? It is what it is. That's about that. I might even help you for nothing. It all depends on how I feel. I mean, if you're going to spend the money to buy all the stuff to do the job, I may, let me take that weekend and actually help you. And, like I said, as long as you got that food and drinks, I'm good to go. I might not even charge you nothing because I just like doing it. But now if you're a type of person that, I can tell how you move, your spirit ain't looking right, I'm charging you an arm and a leg. Best believe that. Got to get my bread at the same time. I got family. All right. So don't think I'm going to do it for the free just because I mentioned it. I said based on how I feel, you know, because a lot of people don't know how to break the ice. A lot of people don't know how to introduce themselves to their neighbors. They really don't know how to do that. They be scared. And I know a lot of these neighbors out here, they probably scared to even approach me because they probably see how I move and they know I'm not with none of the nonsense. Like I had to tell people about themselves a couple of times, you know? I had to tell some people about themselves, like real talk, tell them about themselves and straight, no sugarcoating. So I'm sure word spreads. Yo, that dude right there, yo, don't go over there by the property. Just stay away. Stay away. He gonna tell you about yourself. Cause I don't want no trouble. And I don't like people that disrespect. Coming from New York, it's all about respect. Don't disrespect. It's all about respect. I respect you. You respect me. You respect my boundaries. Don't come in my zone areas. Don't violate in no way. Be a good neighbor. Do what you got to do. I'm gonna respect you. We'll live in peace. There won't be no problems. When you're not home, hey, I live next door to you. I'll look out for your property. My cameras are on. Hey, anything go wrong, it is what it is. If I see something, you know it's gonna be, you know how it is. You'll look out. But now if you disrespecting and acting a fool, I can't deal with that, man. I can't deal with that. You know? So I'm gonna get up on out of here, guys. You know, I'm gonna do what I gotta do. I gotta take a run, get on outside, and it is what it is, man. Dun, 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 dun. You said, and you got locks. What? I didn't see that. You said, and you got locks. They ain't walking up to you. I don't know. It's always a stigma people have on you if you have locks or whatever the case is. They think you're some sort of like a chief keef or some dude in the rap industry or whatever the case is. They think you're a rapper or whatever. I don't know. But yeah, I got to take care of some business. I actually saw some things that I want to get for the downstairs studio. I was gonna purchase it. It costs about $400 to buy. But then I looked at the materials and I'm like, that's cheap materials. I could go build that myself. So what I'm gonna do is go purchase the materials and build it my way. And it'll cost probably $100 rather than $400. And I'm using real materials, you know? So I think I'm gonna do that. And I'll get more for my dollar. So I'm gonna get up on out of here, guys. I just wanted to come with it live and talk about this issue. North Carolina is, in fact, a very hospitable place with southern hospitality. It is not what you may think if you're a black man or black woman. Yes, you have people that might be racist, but racists are not going to be in your face being a racist. If they don't like you, they just don't like you. They won't talk to you. You'll know. They'll make it known that they're just not interested in knowing you. But black racists, they're different. They do things on purpose to either provoke you and whatnot, or to trigger certain reactions. Don't give them the reaction they want. The way you defeat a racist, in my opinion, in North Carolina, is you just got to stay quiet. You tell them about themselves. Don't let them just do what they do, and that's it. You got to let them know about themselves, and make sure that you tell them what they did so that they respect. But then you just don't have nothing to do with them. They're going to be ashamed. They're going to be really ashamed of what they did. And always shine. If you're in the South, always shine. It doesn't matter if you don't got a lot of money, but always make sure you look good. Make sure you look clean. Make sure your kids dress nice. Everybody look clean, happy. Just look good at all times. Make your neighbors always see you look good. Take care of your house. Take care of the outside. If you live in a house, take care of your house. If you live in an apartment, take care of wherever you are. Just do what you got to do to make sure that you look good, because that affects black racists. They don't like seeing when you're looking good, and there really is a competitive jealousy And it's sad because you would think in a nice neighborhood, people would just respect one another, but it don't be that way. You have some a-holes that live in nice suburban communities, man. But I don't want you to think that everybody is just a bunch of racists. It's not that way. Like I said, you got some white folk out here that would treat you better than your family, guys. And it's sad, but it's true. Yeah, I remember when I did that live stream the other day and the Amazon worker pulled up and you heard what he said. He was like, oh, snap. I ain't know my people were out here. Because he's looking at the environment, he's looking at the community, and he was shocked to see a black man open the car door. He was like, you don't belong here. He was literally shocked. That was crazy. I'm glad I got that on tape. I'm glad I got that on tape. Because although this is a beautiful, nice community, guys, there are way better communities in North Carolina, fam. There are some communities in North Carolina, man, that will literally have you literally man, they have some upscale communities, man, that you go through there, man, you be like, damn, man. That stuff, if that don't inspire you to get to work, to build, I don't know what else will, man. You got people living good, man. Our people need to get that mindset, bro. You got some people that living good, bro. You got mansions in North Carolina, fam. Nice communities, bro. Nice, bro. People living good, man. Real good, bro. You got to literally come out and see these things, man. And just walk around and just breathe the air and be like, damn, I could do this too. Not to be jealous, not to be hateful, but just to kind of get inspired, bro. You got to come out and see things and live a little bit and just be around. Yo, man, like our people missing out, man. Nah, bro. Like, listen, y'all got to listen to what Rollo said, man. Y'all got to come on down to the South, bro. You got to come on down, man. There's a lot of stuff going on down here. They hiding from you, man. They don't want y'all to know. They don't want y'all to know. You got people out here buying land, building mansions, all of this type of stuff, man. Living real good. And yet you out in the North dealing with all this BS high rent. Damn, in New York, a 1-bedroom apartment gonna cost you like damn near $2,500 for a 1-bedroom. That's crazy. 2-bedroom, $3,000, $3,500. That's crazy, man. You know what you could get for $3,500 in the South? Don't make no sense, man. I understand in like places like New York, you have the convenience of the subway, the buses, stores are everywhere. It's so convenient. But man, I don't miss it, man. I don't miss New York, bro. I'm glad I'm over here, fam. I am glad I'm over here because it's like the closest thing to New York is Charlotte. That's the closest thing to New York, you know? And it is what it is. You can pretty much find whatever you want that's in New York. You could pretty much find it here. The only things that is not here is a lot of the West Indian restaurants. They have a few. I heard that there's a few. I haven't ran into one yet, but I'm hearing there's one in Durham. That's what I'm hearing. So I might have to go there to kind of see. But I'm hearing there is some West Indian restaurants in Durham. I don't know if it's a fact, but I got to check that out. I got to see. But for the most part, the only thing in New York that I like was Central Park, the pizza restaurants, just the convenience of just having things nearby. It is what it is. But I don't really miss New York, guys. I don't. I know a lot of people, but I don't miss it. I like North Carolina. And the longer I'm here, the more I like this place. I just like the fact that um, it's, well, it depends on where you're from. Let me see. Somebody said uh, OFC, but good luck with tornadoes and hurricane season. It depends on where you live when it comes to stuff like that. Like a lot of people don't do their research when they move to certain areas. Like you got to always do your research. Like Rollo had a good video he made. You got to go on his platform. He made a good video. I remember I was asking him, what are the good places in Florida that if you wanted to go to Florida where you could be at, where you don't got to worry about hurricanes and all these natural storms that keep coming around? Because most of the people that live in those areas, they're rich people, guys. Y'all may be wondering, why do people live around where they have these storms? Those people got money. They're not worrying about stuff like that. Those places that they have in those areas, that's like for vacation. That's for them when they're out of town, they can just pull up. So when disasters strike, they got money. They can clean up and rebuild. But if it's a person like you or me that's trying to get to where we got to get to and we don't got all that type of bread, then you got to really find the right locations. Rollo had a video where he pretty much was laying down a roadmap of if you were someone that wanted to move to Florida, uh, he gave the areas that he feel would be the best because he's a traveling man and he been to a lot of different locations. You know what I mean? And he gave some of the best advice. So you may want to check that out. But now in North Carolina, I'm in an area where when they had that storm or whatever the case is, there's no flooding over here because I did the research. I wanted to be in an area where I know you're more higher up and you don't have to worry about all this other mess. So it is what it is, right? You got to do your research first. You don't blindly move to somewhere. Next minute, there's a tornado and your house is destroyed. Nah, man. I'm always concerned about stuff like that, man. You know? If you got money and you listen, first of all, wherever the tornadoes normally hit is normally beautiful areas. It's always nice areas. Those are the most best areas. And people want to live there. It is what it is. But when the tornadoes come, those people got insurance. Always remember that, guys. Those people got money, they got insurance. They're going to rebuild. It ain't like it's done, it's over with. No, they're going to rebuild. It looks bad from our vision, our standpoint. It looked like, damn, man, they lost everything. They're poor. No, they're not. They got insurance. Not only is the house insured, the property inside the house is insured. So they're going to get a payout of all of that. All of that's coming back. You know? Let me see. You have to do your research before you move anywhere. Do your research about crime. Do your research about the schools. Do your research about the living conditions. Whatever it is, you got to do your research first before you do anything. Some people research areas based on ethnicity. They be like, well, I want to move to an area where there are black people and white people. So you got to look that up. You know? I just look for where the nice area is. Nice area, that's all I'm concerned with. Nice area. That's what I want. Yeah, especially crime. You don't want to be in an area where there's crime because that's like me going back to New York. I don't got time. I tried to get away from that. You know? I ain't trying to deal with that, fam. Informative Warrior says, I just lost my homie to a fire in Norristown on the 4th. Sorry to hear about that. You know? That's why people have to, focus on living a life and being safe and doing what they need to do, especially fire safety and various other things. Eddie says, and stop being the only black person in a white school, church, and neighborhood. I mean, if you are the only one, there's high chances of racism and people bullying and stuff like that. That's going to happen. That's why you want to be in an area, like I said, where even if it's predominantly white folk, you want to be in an environment where you see some of your people too. But just because you see some of your people doesn't mean that they like you either. That's what I'm trying to show you. Just because somebody look like me doesn't mean they me. Sometimes they may be the one that's making fun of me to the white people, which will make the white people make fun of me because they got it from the black man. You know? Somebody says Durham has bad crime area. Like I said, I already did my research. I just don't want to put nothing up out there. You know what I mean? I already did my research about a lot of different things. You know? A lot of different things. There's certain areas that I know of and I know how it is and whatnot. Like, for example, there's a beauty salon, not a beauty salon, a beauty salon store, right? That is at a certain area. I'm not going to say what it is, but it's in the hood, right? It's in a hood area. But that's pretty much the only place my daughter was able to find a salon place that sells products for women. It's like all these other stores didn't have things that relates to black women. So it's like, you know, that particular store was in the hood. So, you know, we had to drive out to the hood to go get it. Some of us in North won't leave because we call the shots. We call the shots up here. Somebody said, better have that salt all minded when we get back home, please. Paid gig. I'm originally from North Carolina, and this might be true. Shout out to Rollo for the support. Says, got to live right and move right. No excuse. The South will reveal whom you are, especially being a demon. The Most High want us to be on point. Ringo, great stream. Appreciate you for the support. Why the screen not working? Screen is bugging out. Oh, okay. Yeah, so I'm going to get up on out of here, guys. I got some work to do. Shout out to the 296 in the building. Be sure to click the like button to give it a thumbs up for the algorithm. Guys, we are about to do some great content soon, man. I'm trying to get this studio done by the end of the month. I'm working on the downstairs setup for that show. The We Gotta Talk TV channel is going to be off the chain, guys. Make sure you are subscribed to We Gotta Talk TV. If there's a moderator somewhere in the building, please do me a favor and put the link. If you're in the building, maybe you're just relaxing at home with your family. But if you are in the building, please consider putting the link to We Gotta Talk TV in the live chat and the GoFundMe for those that want to support the GoFundMe so that we can get this movie production going, guys, because I want to get the reality show going. This is not a game. This is serious business. I'm trying to bring y'all some real content, not the same old that everybody on YouTube is doing. I'm trying to get into something that is totally unique, something that I produced, something that is worthwhile, and I believe now is the time to do it. So, yeah. Let me see. Yeah, the We Gotta Talk TV channel gonna be popping. It's gonna be off the hook, guys. It's gonna be off the hook. I'm telling you. I told you I'm not playing. People think that I'm playing. A lot of people, they doubt me. A lot of people don't believe in the vision. You know what I mean? The only people that believe in the vision are those that supported the GoFundMe. I'm just being honest with you guys. A lot of you folks that view, a lot of y'all not really believing in this work. The truth of the proof of the pudding is the support. You know, the support is what's needed in order to get the production going. If y'all want to see these type of shows, man, if y'all want to see these reality shows, the family shows, and this type of movie type production, fam, y'all got to get involved and support this work, man. Y'all just can't sit on the sidelines waiting for somebody else to do it. Because I know a lot of times people do that. You know, they sit back and they're like, well, I'll just wait, see who else going to support. The people who supported the GoFundMe and those that support the Cash App, those are the regular folk that have been rocking with me for a long time. They know who they are. I'm not talking to them because they support all the time. I don't even have to mention nothing. They support. Some of these folks support 2, 3, 4, 5 times, bro. Rollo supported the GoFundMe like 2 or 3 times already, possibly 4 times already. You know what I mean? Now think about that, man. So those are the people that are true, man. And like I said many times, listen, I'm just like you folks, fam. I'm trying to survive. I'm trying to eat. I'm trying to take care of my family too. A lot of times people keep looking at me like I'm some sort of multi-millionaire because I went and got a house, bro, and a car. Like, damn, a brother can't get a house and a car? My goodness, bro. Some of y'all had houses and cars before me. I just bought my first car and people mad at me. That's crazy. My first car. And people looking at me like I'm a damn multi-millionaire. It's crazy. That is wild, bro. Imagine that. Buying your first car at 47 and people mad. Ain't that crazy? That's wild, bro. I mean, my wife had her car. You know, it is what it is. But I bought my first car and they mad at me. That's crazy. I didn't have no need of a car in New York. When you in New York, you really don't need no car unless you're using your car to make money. That's just the truth. Most people in New York do not drive, guys. The ones who drive are people who are coming to New York from Long Island, from New Jersey, from PA. They're coming down to New York to go to work. You know what I mean? That's why the traffic be crazy. A lot of people come to New York from the neighboring states, bro. The only way people are driving in New York is if you make money. You do know how much insurance is in New York? You know how much it is to put full coverage on your car in New York, fam? That's like paying rent. Rollo, tell these people, fam. They bugging out, man. They don't understand. You putting full coverage on your car in New York is like paying rent. It's not a game, bro. That's why most people don't have cars. You know, they don't have full coverage. They only have like liability. That's it. They don't have no no, most people don't even buy new cars. They get a used car for a good deal for $5,000 or whatever the case is, 2,000 at an auction, and then they just deal with that and just try their best. I don't know many people that's in New York that purchase a brand new car. Brand new? Man, you gotta be bugging. You buying a brand new car, and, man, your insurance gonna be through the roof. You know? And if you do got a car in New York, it got to be making you money. It don't make no sense to be driving around wasting gas and you ain't making money. You got to be making money with your car, man. Let me see. In New York, it's, what's that? Accident prone, which increases insurance. Yeah. And then they have that no fault insurance, that no fault nonsense that, you know, somebody else wrecked your car, but it's like, well, you know, doesn't matter who fault it is. What? So this is why I don't like it. I do not like it, guys. New York have the worst traffic. Yeah, your car is supposed to make you money. If your car is not making you money, it don't make no sense you driving that thing around. It don't make no sense. You're just wasting gas. You're already paying insurance. So if your car is not making you any money, damn, that's sad. Because if your car is making you money, now that could go towards your insurance and you could build. But if you paying all this money on insurance and you ain't seeing no money coming in, it don't even make no sense to have the car. You know? It don't make no sense. Yeah, man. So, hey, make sure y'all support that GoFundMe. The faster I get the support in, guys, the faster I could get to work with the production, man. It's just that simple. And it takes people supporting the work, you know? Because all I'm doing is buying equipment. People be thinking that I'm setting up GoFundMe's to pay rent and pay bills. Fam, how much times I got to tell y'all? I'm trying to work to do content. That's my job. My job is producing content. I produce content. That's how I make money. That is how Ringo TV make money, by making content. So if I'm reaching out to the people for the support to get the equipment, I'm not reaching out for you to get support so I can go pay a bill or go to happy hour and act a fool. No, it's so that I can go buy the equipment so I can get to work to bring not only the content, but also to provide for my household. That's pretty much it. It's a win-win. You know, I'm able to get the equipment needed and I'm able to produce the content because nobody on YouTube is going to be producing this content. None of these YouTubers is producing what I'm going to produce. None of them going to be doing that. And if they try, we know they copying me, but they can't really copy this because this is original work. You can't copy what you can't do. You know? You think New Bonnet is going to be able to try to mimic this? No, he can't. You can't mimic success like this, right? I'm going to be able to do some crazy creative work, and that's what I'm looking into. You know, I got my whole family ready. They all ready to rock and roll, fam. All my daughters, everybody is ready to get down to business, bro. No cap. And I really wanted to get this whole community in on it. But then again, I got to tread lightly because, again, I don't want to be doing anything with social media and movie production with other people, kids, and people is seen in my video. And next minute, people want to sue. And now you got to have all this liability insurance and, you know, you got to set up the LLC to protect this and that and asset. I don't got time for all of that mess, man. So that's why to me, it's best that I just focus on working with my family for the most part first, and then see how I can branch out into other things and work with other people. But my goal is actually to work with people, man. That's my goal. Like I said, I have an idea for a movie that would be we could make millions of dollars with this movie. If anybody else find this idea, they will steal it. If I was to reveal the idea of the film that I want to make, somebody from Hollywood would steal the whole idea from me today. And they'll go make the film, make millions of dollars, and I'll be sitting on YouTube looking stupid. But I have a whole film idea of a movie that could generate millions of dollars. Nobody have done it. Nobody's thinking of the idea. You will never think of the idea because the Most High gave it to me. But it take the right people to actually do. I actually wanted to reach out to a lot of people on these streets to actually get focused on that. But it's difficult working with these folks on YouTube, bro. It's like you can't even talk to these people, man. A lot of these guys, man, they stuck up, man. They focusing on making their money. They think they better than other people. It's a lot of hate, a lot of jealousy. So it's like when you deal with real business, they just don't know how to come together, man. They really don't. They really, really don't. And one of the things I was thinking about doing is just selling the idea to an actual movie director or some sort of movie company or whatever, and just sell the idea. In other words, get the whole idea copywritten or whatever the case is to protect it, and then sell the idea to somebody that can bring it to pass. Because to be honest, man, a film like that, I could direct the film myself, but I would probably need some help in terms of camera crew. I would need help. I would need other people to man cameras, and it would be a lot of work. And I don't think that people are built to actually get involved with that project. It's a serious project. It's not a game, man. When I tell you, man, the whole film is done in my mind already. And there's so many of us that can actually put it together, but like I said many times, man, our people, man, we can't really even do anything, bro. We can't do nothing together, man. That's why it's difficult for us to have the wealth of the world is difficult. I mean, even Cat Williams, I'm hearing, is buying some old army base or some sort of nonsense like that in order to build movie studios, you know? So Everybody's trying to get into that field, man. Movie production is where it's at. Um, it's big business, man. There's a lot of stuff. People want to see shows, man. People want to see film. People want to see good content, you know? Because, you can have great ideas that can earn a lot of money, but we were never put here to do everything ourselves. That's the thing that people don't understand. Like, I'm just like you guys, just like you ladies, man. You go to work, you try to provide for your families, you deal with the issues of life. I deal with the same BS. I don't know why people be thinking that, oh, uh, you got a new car, you got a new house, you're rich, you don't need no support. I had people that literally stopped supporting me, guys, because I got a car and a house, fam. Like, literally. I had people that literally DM'd me on Instagram and say, yo, bro, um, I see you just got a new house and you got a car, so um, you know, I'm gonna pull that support now because it looked like you're doing good. And I'm looking at the person like, so let me get this straight. So in your mind, because I got something, I don't need your support no more. It makes a lot of sense. I don't know, man. That's crazy. Some people are amazing, man. Yeah, people think that this house pays for itself. That's what they think. When I'm focusing on building studios and not producing content. If I'm not producing content, I'm not making money. That's what people don't understand, guys. Like I said, I don't have to tell everybody all my personal business, but if I'm not making content, I'm not making no money. So how are things being paid for? So when people say stuff like, oh, he don't need no support, he don't need this, fam, if I was a multimillionaire, you wouldn't see a GoFundMe up asking you for anything. I just keep it a buck with the people. All I need is the tools to get the equipment. Tools to get the equipment. But aren't you embarrassed? You set up a GoFundMe. Other YouTubers ain't doing that. I don't care what they're doing. Those YouTubers are not helping me. Listen, you got YouTubers that are making a ton of money. They could easily say, yo, Ringo got a GoFundMe up. He trying to do some production work. You know what I'm saying? Let me throw 5 bands at this support. Put the brother in the right frame of mind. Encourage him so he could go do what he got to do. They would just literally be like, man, I ain't doing nothing. That's cool. We're going to get what we got to get either way. And we're going to be successful at what we do. My thing is, when we get to where we got to go, please, nobody hit me up in the DM saying, yo, could I be down? No, you can't. Yo, bro, could I work with you? Nope. Hey, yo, Ringo, yo, what up, bro? Hey, yo, it's so-and-so, man. Yo, that thing that you do, yo, it's blowing, yo, man. Yo, y'all doing y'all thing. Bro, yo, can I be in an episode? No. No. Why not? Bro, you remember that GoFundMe I had? I know you saw it. Did you support? No. You didn't. You know why? Because you didn't want to see me do it. So don't expect to be a part of nothing. Let me see what somebody said. You got to find serious investors to make major moves. Haters on YouTube watching to see if you fail, not to support your success. They all around us. That's a fact. That's a fact. You're right. There was another YouTuber. I think it's a YouTuber that Rollo watched. I didn't watch his video, Rollo, yet, but I heard you talking about it. I think it's a guy named Nino Brown or something like that. I'm not sure. And he made a video similar to that type of stuff that most people just watch you. They're not watching because they support you. They watching because they waiting for you to fail. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I know there's people that are literally watching me right now. They're looking at me and my family in the house and they're like, I can't wait for him to lose it. I can't wait for him to lose his SUV. I can't wait for him to come on YouTube and cry and beg like Trend Genius. There's people that are literally waiting just like that. That's sick, man. Y'all should be focusing on wishing me to win, because if I win, you win. And that's the thing that people don't understand. It's like, man, you're talking to a very generous man. You're talking to a man that actually helps people. So if I'm put in a position where I'm able to earn millions of dollars, what do you think that does for the people that rock with me? Some of y'all, man, I tell you, I don't know where y'all brain cells be, but if you don't know what it means to support something that's going to earn something and you're a part of that, I don't think you understand what greatness is all about. And this is why other ethnic groups are able to thrive and survive, is because they understand what teamwork is. They understand it. I like to see others win. At the same time, the people that I like to see win are the people that win and help others to win. Those are the people that I like to see win, because when they win, they take their hand and they help lift people up. Whereas you got other people that win, and then once they win, they don't help nobody. You have a lot of people on YouTube that are like that, guys. You got YouTubers that got so much money. They looking at my GoFundMe, they could laugh. They could just laugh at that and be like, man, that's all you need, bro. Man, here. Boom. Done. But they won't support. They won't support. They looking at money. I'm not looking at money. I'm looking at the work that needs to be done. I'm focusing on actual production, real work, content. That's what I'm trying to do. Professional content, next level production. That's what I'm looking at. I'm not looking to do no mediocre, regular, whatever. No, I want to step the scale up to production, real content, real projects that we could really focus on and put a budget in and say, okay, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. Real content, man. That's what I want to do. Not no regular, smegular mess. No, 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 no. I want to do content that makes a difference. Write your script. Get the actors to come in. You know what I mean? Put people on camera, see how they move. But like, bro, you're a natural talent at this, bro. Some of y'all out there are natural actors and don't even know. You don't even know that you're a genius already. Some of y'all don't even know. Some of y'all are natural actors already and don't even know it. You just haven't been in front of that camera yet. But some of y'all are a natural. If I was to put a script before you and say, read the script, I need for you to do this scene just like this. Just be yourself. The same way you are, just be like that. Let's roll tape, action. And you go ahead and do your thing. Bro, when you look back at when you look back at the replay of that film, when I record in 24 frames per second, and you look back at that film and you see what the hell we just finished doing, bro, you'll be like, oh my goodness, bro. Yo, that is dope, bro. Yo, you filmed that? Yo, I didn't even know I knew how to act, bro. Everybody in the room turned up like, bro, yo, that was you. You did that part? Yo. But when we deal with our people, man, it's like they don't think on these type of levels, fam. I'm focusing on being a film director, guys, and doing real production, man. I'm at that age right now where I'm not thinking of no mediocre bullshit, fam. Thinking of real content. You know what I'm saying? Real content that actually means something valuable. You know, editing, you know, getting into the studio and actually sitting down and editing and putting scenes together and putting the screenplay together and doing this and doing that and really developing content, something that is worthwhile, that when someone press play and they watch it, fam, I got their emotions, I got their attention, I got them on the edge of their seat, I got them loving the visuals, I got them coming back for more and more and more. They want part 2, 3, 4, 5. They want to see the next episode. They ready to go. That's what I'm looking at. Content. So we're gonna get up on out of here, guys. I got to get some work done. Appreciate everybody that support the Cash App, everybody that support the GoFundMe, all the true supporters. Um, I'm about to go save some money because, like I said, this thing that I wanted to buy for the studio downstairs cost $400 and something. I said I'm going to build it myself. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the rest of the day to go get the materials, the raw materials, and I'm going to build this thing outside, and then I'm going to install it downstairs today. Today, I'm going to do this work. That's right. The episode that we're going to put on We Gotta Talk TV is going to blow your mind. It is going to set a bar very high. New Breed, if you're watching this live right now, you said in one of your videos that you caused me to shut down the show with me and my wife. That's what you said. You're gonna eat those words, and you're gonna be grieved. You're gonna gnash with your teeth when you see the production. It's gonna make your heart ache every time. When you see the views going up, 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 and the people responding to the show, you're gonna be so jealous. You're gonna remember everything you said. Don't ever disrespect again. Because the level of production that I got going on right now is so next level. The production is so top notch that even the likes of a Shannon Sharp would look at my level of production and say, my goodness, I need to interview this guy. I need to interview this man. This man's production value is too dope. He must be using $1 million budget. Oh no, but I'm not. So just remember your words. Because that's what New Breed said. He said that my wife and I stopped our show because of him. That's not true. I didn't stop anything. I'm working towards goals. I'm building. Like I said, the studio upstairs is almost done. It is a lot of work, guys. A lot of work. Shout out to the you for the 10. He says, from creator to creator, go get it, brother. Hey, I appreciate that comment right there. Let me screenshot that, man. I gotta screenshot that because it's those comments that I remember, man. For real, for real. I'm gonna remember your name. I'm gonna remember that one. That was a good comment right there, man. I like that one. I'm gonna definitely save that comment because it's those type of comments that really encourage. Because people don't understand this. Content creators, man, we deal with a lot. Y'all don't understand, man. Just bringing content, trying to find your way, trying to figure it out, trying to figure out what to talk about, what to do. Man, that stuff is something else, man. That's a lot of damn energy, man, you have to put in to figure out what you're trying to do, man. And when you finally figure out something and you know what you're supposed to do, that's when you reach your level, man. And I believe that I found it. I figured it out, man. I figured out exactly what I should be doing, man. And I just want to just ride the wave and just jump in and just get it started, man. That's why I'm putting my all. Fam, I invested my entire life savings, fam, into everything that I'm doing, bro. Like, I just risk it all, bro. Everything. My entire life savings, guys. I invested into everything that I'm doing right now, bro. And I said to myself, it's now or never. I'm not going to wait for a special day. Invest every dollar, every cent, and just put it all in and let the dice roll and see where it go. That's, to me, is what real entrepreneurs are about. They just jump in and just do it. They don't try to think about it. They don't worry about it. Am I going to win? Am I going to fail? Fam, we can't lose. We can't lose. I did not come this far to lose. I refuse that. Nope. I did not come this far to lose. I came here to win. And that's my mentality. My mentality is about winning. And my motivation and level of consistency is going to always stay firm because I keep myself motivated even at times when I feel down and times when I feel discouraged. It is what it is, you know, because there are times when I feel discouraged. You know what I'm saying? One of the moderators, he know who he is. I reach out to him all the time to chit chat behind the scenes. You know, there's times I had to hit him up and be like, bro, right now, man, bro, I'm done, bro. Like, I'm all messed up, bro. Like, mentally, I'm just not there, man. You know what I mean? And he have to give me a word. Like, in other words, bro, give me something. Let me know something to let my, like, I'm not right now, bro. I need a word, something. Like, tell me something that can get me back. And, you know, he probably hit me back with a message, few words, and before you know it, it's like, I'm like, oh, yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right. Why am I feeling like this for? You right. I'm not supposed to be discouraged, man. And I get back up and I start doing what I got to do. There's times I walking around the house, bro, and literally, like, like I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's a mixture of depression and anxiety or whatever it is, an attack. I don't know, but it was one of them things where it's like you you know what you're supposed to do, but you start worrying a little bit. It's like you starting to feel a little concerned. And it's normal to feel that way. You're a human being. At the same time, it's a combination of different things because I'm trying to get the work done and I'm doing it by myself. And it's like it's difficult. It is difficult to do this kind of work by yourself. Imagine building a studio, 2 studios by yourself. And while you're doing it, you can't really produce content to earn money. And you got responsibilities to take care of. That stuff it'll start getting to you, man. So along the way, I had to really encourage myself, man. Like, seriously, man, stuff is no joke. That's why I salute brothers like Rollo for standing true, um, for being an actual supporter of the platform, even when he got his own issues, bro. Like, that right there, I ain't never forgetting that, fam. To Rollo, I ain't never forgetting you, bro. Like, real talk, real spit. That's my word, bro. That is my word. You've been supporting the platform even when you need support. And I'm like, damn, that's some, man. It's those little things that keep me going and makes me work harder. Cause there's a lot of people, especially my moderators. When I get to where I gotta get to, man, all my moderators getting taken care of, bro. Like, I'm not playing no games, man. They've been there riding with me from the beginning, man. That's why you don't see me put nobody else as mods. If y'all notice, I don't put nobody else as a moderator. Keep the same moderators. And I know they got busy lives and they doing their things. They do what they got to do. And they probably got their own issues and whatnot. But the moderators that I have been very instrumental to the channel growth. Believe it or not, it's not just me producing the content and everybody like Ringo TV. The moderator's been holding down the platform for a long time, man. For a long time. I remember when I first gave out those wrenches, it was something about each and every one of them that stood out. It was something they were doing. I can't even recall what it was, but they were rocking with the platform. They were showing a lot of encouragement. They were supporting the show. They were commenting. And I was like, damn, these people encouraging and supporting and all this stuff all the time. Like, damn. And they was just persistent. I was like, man, I don't even know how they even became, I don't even know how they became moderators, guys. I don't even know. I don't even know, bro. All I know is that they there, you know? And I'm gonna also promote your channel at Forever Studios. I'm gonna promote your channel because I see you doing that work right now. Rollo was supporting your channel last night. I'm gonna definitely put your channel link in the description area so people can know about your platform as well. You know what I mean? I think it was 2 of your videos I actually was viewing the other day. I'm gonna definitely do that. And to the people that I said I was going to review your channels, be patient. I know I got your links on my Instagram. Be patient. There's a lot of things that I got going on, a lot of things that I do. And hey, I got to keep myself right too. You know what I mean? But I'm going to get to your videos. I'm going to review your channels. You got to be patient. Be patient. In the meantime, between time, while you're doing what you're doing in your life, just be patient. You know, once I get on track and I'm doing what I got to do, I'm going to get to all of y'all channels and review them and give y'all some feedback and whatnot. But after that, it's up to you to ride the wave and do what you got to do. I cannot, look, I could tell people about your channel. That does not mean you're going to grow and be successful. Doesn't mean so. It got to be something that you do. It got to be something about your personality that people love. You know what I mean? You got to be the kind of person that people just like watching. If you're that person, you're entertaining, you're good, you have comedy, people will really like that content. Like for example, last night's show on Rollo's platform, right? If you're listening, Rollo, the way you were doing content last night, you notice the number of people that were showing up on your live stream? You were talking in a certain way. Your facial expressions on your video was that of a man that is not playing games. You were doing your content because you wanted to do your content. Now, I'm speaking in code. What I'm really saying is you were doing that content from the heart. You got to pick up on that because I just dropped a whole bunch of keys right there. You have to pick up on what I just said there because I'm not going to give too much information, man, because other people going to pick up on that info and they're going to realize what I just told you. You have to look at how you did the video. Look at how you were moving, how you were talking, your facial expressions. You were not bullshitting. You were serious, right? That is what it means to engage the viewer. When you conduct yourself in a certain way, you are going to make people sit there and watch. Once you understand those principles, you'll be able to go live and you're going to get more live viewers on your show. And by you doing that, if you notice, you didn't have 3 people in the building. You didn't have 4 people in the building. You had more than 30 something people watching. And that's going to continue to grow the more you do it, the more you do it. There are some YouTubers on this platform that have way better production than you, and they don't even get that many live viewers when they go live. So you have to look at how you did that video, check the analytics, look at the key moments. You'll see like these star things going up, go into your analytics. You see like a star is at the top and it have like these arrows. It's telling you at that portion of your video, people were engaged or they were liking it. Or what you have to look at all these different things and then capitalize off of that and say, okay, I know what I need to do. Let me add this in the video. Let me add that in the video. Let me do this, that. And then before you know it, it starts to grow. Same thing with all the other YouTube channels. You know what I mean? What's that other brother, man? The brother from North Carolina. His name start with a C. He got the dog Nino, I believe it is. Nino or Nemo, I'm not sure. The brother platform that I recently promoted, he's doing his thing. He's just making videos after videos. Don't worry about the views, bro. In case you're watching, don't worry about the views. Just keep making the videos. Just keep making the videos, man. Just keep making the videos, bro. Just keep making the videos. Just keep making the videos. Just keep making the videos. Watch what happens. Watch what happens. You're going to make that one video and you're going to say something. It's going to resonate with everybody. Before you know it, your channel going to go like this. And you're going to be like, oh, snap. What did I just do? You just tapped in. It's not just the video. Your delivery, the title, the thumbnail, everything was perfect. You tapped in. Now, all you got to do is just double down. Figure out what you did. Keep doing the same thing, but do it with different topics and different issues. Same results going to happen. There are people on YouTube that figured out this thing so much so that any video they drop get views. No matter what they put out, they get thousands of views, sometimes hundreds of thousands. But once you get there, there got to come a time where you're going to have to switch it up and do something a little different that is long term. I mean, if it's broke, don't fix it, right? Meaning run the wave. But what I'm saying is when you get to a certain level, you got to branch out and begin to do something else. You could continue doing the same type of content, but you want to do something different that in the long term, you'll still be able to eat, you know? That's what you want to do. So I'm going to get up on out of here, guys. Like I said, I got some real work to do. I'm excited about this. I'm excited about the 2 studios being built and put together. I can't wait to get back to the content. I can't wait for y'all to see the new productions. I can't wait to start the reality show. One of the tools that is needed that what the money is for is a whatchamacallit, a stabilizer. A stabilizer or a crane or whatever. They use it in cinematography where they're doing movies and you see the guy with the camera and he's running with the camera, but it's on like a steady cam. And what it does, it holds the camera in perfect steadiness and he's able to run, turn corners, run downstairs, and the camera just stays smooth through the whole scene. That's one of the items that got to be purchased. But it's not cheap. It's expensive. Costs money to buy. All right, it's not something you could just, the price of that is the price of paying a mortgage. It's not cheap. It's not cheap at all, man. So it is what it is, man. That along with a lot of stuff, cameras, computer, this, that, a lot of miscellaneous items, lighting. I got to get a couple of soft boxes and different things, outdoor mic, indoor mic. Just a lot of different things to purchase, man. I just want to get to work. Right, that is how I feel about you. I love when you're like you are now. Appreciate that. Let me see what he said. It's a what? Fram? What did Ethereal say? I'm not sure. I watched the replay. The world of what? I was here. I don't know what you're saying. This stuff is a lot of work, guys. But in the end, it's going to all pay off. And even though I was not a fan of Kevin Samuels, I was one of his biggest critics. I can honestly tell you that Kevin Samuels tapped into something that not many YouTubers tap into. I was not a fan of Kevin Samuels. What I was a fan of was his work ethic. That's what I was a fan of. I wasn't a fan of him. I was a fan of his work ethic. I was critical because that's what make content. A lot of people in these YouTube spaces didn't like me because I spoke against Kevin Samuels. I didn't hate the man. I was making content because the things that he talked about, I had to challenge him on it. And that was making me produce content. So it was all about content and education, not about riding bandwagons or wanting to be a part of the show or whatever the case is like others. But what he tapped into was a niche that only involved him. That's the difference between Kevin and others, is that he tapped into a niche where he was the only one there. Did you get that? He tapped into a niche where he was the only one there. Meaning other people talked about different things, and yes, Kevin copied off a lot of people, but he created a niche that nobody was doing. And that is what his success was built on. He figured it out. He took what he saw others doing, and while we were busy fighting and killing one another on these YouTube streets, he said, you know what? I'm going to take the best of everything that I see everybody doing, and I'm going to put it into one big show. And that's what he did. And we all sat back and watched. The haters, the fans, the critics, the supporters, we all sat back and watched. And now you see a lot of people trying to act like they're him now. It's sad. They have people all over Instagram acting like they're Kevin Samuels. Got a couple of guys that literally try to dress like Kevin Samuels. Like, it's disgusting now. You know what I mean? But nonetheless, you got to learn from a lot of things. What I was interested in, to be honest with you, even though I was not a fan of Kevin Samuels, and when I say not a fan, I'm not saying I didn't like the dude. He was entertaining. He was entertaining. There's no joke about. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. The man was entertaining. What I wanted to see from Kevin Samuels was his plan when he linked up with Tutorials, Lead, and what's the other guy? The other attorney, Dennis. I think, yeah. I wanted to see what he was going to do. Because when he was speaking to those guys, he was meeting up with other people in Brooklyn, I believe, that had something going on, and it never came to pass. That is what I wanted to see. I wanted to see what he was going to do, because it was supposed to be something big, and that's when they took him out. I don't know what it is that he had planned, and up to now, nobody's talking about it. So I'm trying to figure this out. Tutorials know what it is. Lead attorney know what it is. Dennis knows what it is. And it's sad because whatever it is, I don't know if these guys stole it or they're doing it behind the scenes and they're making money. Whatever was his plan, somebody knows what it is. And that's just sad, man, if nobody ain't figuring this thing out. I know O'Shea was close to Kevin. I don't know if he met him in person. I don't know if he ever did. But I can recall there were times when, I'm not sure. I think there was a time when Kevin was on O'Shea's show. I think he was. Yeah. I think he was on a panel. This was way before he was known for what he do. So if I'm correct, that's where he got his break. I think that's when he was introduced to the YouTube space. I think it was through O'Shea. I think it was. Because they were doing something, because Kevin was more into the style and the fashion and the cologne. And I think what they were trying to bring was topics to help Black men, I guess, improve their look or, things like that. And that's where he came into the play. But what happened was Kevin saw what was going on within these YouTube streets with Black men. And he saw how we were talking about women. He saw how we were doing this. But what he didn't see is us coming together to build anything. And the way we packaged our content was more considered hate speech. What Kevin did was he saw all of our mistakes. and decided to address Black women or women in general in a way that was not considered hate speech. Whereas Black men were calling women out of their name, calling them B's and this and that and HOEs and just disrespecting them, he decided not to come that route. He would just get them on the phone, get them to talk about themselves, and then present to them what their interests are, what they want in a man, and then see if they qualify. And when you think about it, you can't hold him to the fire and say, well, he hate women and he this and that. Now, there's some things that he said that I didn't like, but for the most part, he packaged everything that he saw us do in a manner that was presentable and turned it into a show. And it was something that was totally different because it was a show that people wanted to tune into, you know? And I think that's what helped his success, you know, that he did that. So I'm gonna get up on out of here because my daughter's is making a bunch of noise in the background. Pretty sure you can hear it. Let me see. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. He was speaking truth, but there was also some things he was doing that was not good. Those are the things that I was pointing out. This is why a lot of the other guys on these YouTube spaces got upset with me. But I don't know. Maybe they could see where I was coming from now. But I didn't hate that man. I wanted to point out the issues that I saw. There's a couple of things that I didn't like that he was doing that, in my opinion, was the result of his downfall. There's some things that I didn't like seeing. I didn't like the fact that the man started mixed mingling with everybody. I felt that he should have just stayed solo and deal with people from afar till his success level grew, because his success level got so big that it was beyond YouTube. But he remained on YouTube and he started mixed mingling with other crowds. Once I saw that happen, and I knew something was going to go down, guys. Because if you study my videos, I literally said this was going to happen. Literally. If you go back and study my videos and my catalog of the videos that I made regarding Kevin Samuels, I literally said this was going to happen, man. As sad as it is, I said this was going to happen. And when it came up, I was shocked because I didn't believe it at first. My wife woke me up. She said, "You wouldn't believe this." I said, "What?" She's like, "Kevin is gone." I was like, "What?" She's like, "Yeah." And then I started, these weird things start happening. I started seeing people that he was rolling with moving funny. And I didn't like what I was seeing. And to this day, I don't care what nobody say. I don't care what nobody say. There are key players that are in these YouTube streets right now that I believe is responsible for Kevin Samuels' death. I ain't going to name no names. Y'all know who they are. I'm going to leave it just as that. There are key people in these YouTube spaces that are right now on YouTube that I believe, in my humble opinion, was responsible for Kevin Samuels' death. And that's it. I don't care what nobody say. I believe they're guilty. I ain't gonna say their names, but y'all know who they are. If you've been watching my content, you know who they are. I don't care what nobody say. I believe these people are evil. I believe that they are satanic, and I believe that they paid for that man to be put to death in order for them to take his wealth, take his bank account, take everything that he have, including his channel and all his social medias, in order for them to get paid. And even though they took his money, those people are still not happy. They're not happy. And I believe they robbed that man of everything he had. You know? So I'm going to get on out of here, guys. I'll catch y'all later with another one. Make sure you rate, comment, and subscribe. Peace and blessings to the mods in the chat. Make sure you like the video. Share the content. I got some work to do. It's getting late in the afternoon, and I got to do what I got to do right away. All right, so y'all take care. I'll catch you later on with more content. Peace and blessings to everybody. Y'all have a blessed day, blessed weekend. And take that time to relax with you and your family. Or if you're by yourself and you don't got no family, then hey, just relax and have a good old time, right? So y'all take care. I'm out. Peace.